2019 UNIFY Wall of Sound up against the wall with Joel Birch from the Amity Affliction. Mate, welcome. Finally playing UNIFY this weekend, a 15-year anniversary set. Is that one of those moments that makes you realise, fuck, I'm old?
Yes, 100%.
Look,
but I'm having them more and more for less and less reasons, so, you know.
You've achieved so much with the band over the years. We'll take a look at that in a second. But first of all, you had a big achievement recently when you became a father. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. Nearly 2 years.
How have you adapted to becoming a father and going on the road, getting away from your family for so long?
I don't think I've adapted.
No?
It's pretty shit. But, I mean, what do you do? I think that... As an average, I would probably see him the same amount as any other working father. Just that I get to do it in big chunks, which is a blessing and a curse, you know, because I get to see him for a lot, but then I also don't see him for ages, and it's pretty tough. But it's sort of I was speaking to Crafter about it today, and I think it will get a bit easier as he gets older and can communicate better.
Because in the first couple of years, you just need to make sure you're there for the milestones and you know, the walking, the talking, the first steps, the first words and all that.
Yeah.
So when it comes to you obviously working on your material and things like that, how do you know when to differentiate from family time and being locked away in a room writing and things like that?
Well, I only write either late at night or on the road.
Right.
Just depending on how I'm feeling. I don't really write when I'm happy. So,
okay.
I mean, when I'm hanging out with Bowie, I'm not exactly in
the greatest time
lyric
of your life.
writing mode. Yeah. I'm more in like, wow, look at this little fucker.
So essentially, if you do that, could there be a pop album in the making if you go down that path?
I don't think so.
All right, so over the years, you've covered so many different categories, so many different topics, whether it be depression, partying, lifestyles like that, alienation. Is there any topic that you haven't had the chance to touch on yet that you wouldn't mind dabbling in?
Not with Amity. I don't think so. No, it's a different vehicle, you know. And it's the outlet for myself, for my depression and anxiety and everything like that. So I can't. Unless there's a crazy catalyst, I can't see why I would try and alter the way I write.
Yeah, okay.
And, you know, I also feel like the music's been such a help for so many people that it's, you know, at this point it would almost be turning my back on them.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to ignore how I'm feeling. To write about something topical. So. Yeah. I'm not going to change how I write. I've written this way for, you know, the whole time I've been in the band. Yeah. And unless something drastic happens and I become cured of depression, then I can't see myself writing about anything else because it's the only catharsis for me.
Cool, and it's got you essentially to where you are now, and also you've become, in a way, a role model for the people who are going through the same kind of similar situations. You know, you've had people who reach out to you. Open Letter, for example, is yourself expressing yourself to people, and everyone who gets involved to try and send you stuff and say how they're feeling, you've now made it your obligation to get them to seek out help as opposed to just getting in touch with a band member or someone who they relate to, I guess you could say.
Yes, absolutely. And something I've noticed happening just in the last year is actually people reaching out positively as well. Yeah. And just saying, hey, like this got me through a good time, like a hard time in my life, and hey, like thank you, like hope you're having a great day and things like that. So it's good to see that it's having a positive effect and in turn has a positive effect on me. Yeah. So I think I would be a fool to just toss that away to tell people how I already tell people I feel on Twitter. And
I mean, it's evident enough. I mean, whether it be, you know, posts on social media, in your songs, like everything that you do, it's all a way of you giving back to the fans who have helped you out, but also your way of expressing what's going on in your life. All right, so 15 years of being with the Amity Affliction, you've come so far from playing to, you know, 20 or 30 people at Thriller in Brisbane, soccer clubs on the Gold Coast, to now selling out some of the biggest stadiums in Australia, travelling the world. What's left for you guys to do? What do you want to do to cross off that bucket list?
I don't know, man. Just keep it going. It's, you know, at this point, I don't know anything else. So just really have to... just really focused on keeping it going as a career, and I guess the big goal is making our next record really count. You know, so far it's remarkably different to anything we've ever done, which I haven't been able to say before. So it's not the usual, the heavy parts are heavier and the pop parts are poppier. It's a real sort of it's a new direction. It's not too crazy, but it's definitely not anything we've ever done before.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
See, I wanted to ask the question because I look at someone like Caleb Shomo from Beartooth, who literally sits himself in a room, beats himself up until he can come up with certain songs and things like that. When it comes to you writing an album, like, does it come from a time when you're going through all that stuff, or do you put yourself into a situation like him to write?
Oh no, I would never put myself...
You try and stay away from it? Yeah.
Yeah, I that's crazy. That's masochism. I would never ever put myself in the situation willingly that I get into. Yeah. It's not a good time. I don't know why anyone would do that. Caleb is an extremist, so
what works for some people won't work for other people.
Yeah, it's a different, every artist is different, and we all have our problems and ways to deal with them, and so each to their own. But there's no fucking way I would put myself mentally
going through that. Putting yourself in the room and doing all that. Yeah.
It's strenuous, and I don't enjoy it. And I write a song, and it sort of helps me to get it out, but fuck going there on purpose. No.
Well, talking about the 15-year anniversary show tonight, is this going to become a tour for the band, or is this just essentially one big party?
No, this is it. Yeah.
All right. Well, we look forward to see what you're doing, mate. You've done so much in such a short amount of time. We can't wait to see what happens with the new album moving forward.
Thank you very much.
And well done with Fatherhood too,
Cheers,
mate. Thank you.